final da WSL, que ou seja, Final 5, quem ganhar é campeão mundial e bora. Filipe Toledo versus Ethan Ewing.
WSL Finals, Brazilian flag supporting the defending world champ Filipe Toledo as he is coming up against Ethan Ewing in this Heat 1 of the best of 3 title match. Here we go, open priority is going to be Filipe Toledo with a quick start.
On his forehand.
Sharp first turn there, and that's the speed of Toledo. Nice rail work for the second turn. Eases through a cut back into the whitewater there. Eyeing up this section at the end. Tapered wave, but we know how he can bring the spark, and there's a spark that we expect from Filipe Toledo. Stomps the finish.
Maneiro que o pessoal coloca a nota aqui agora.
You listen to the hint. Hey, that's what we want to see.
Replay, Rich.
Yeah, the replay, just that first stab, just really aggressive. Just setting his intentions. Nice flowing cutback, just to reposition himself. Series of smooth arcs all the way through to the inside, and then you knew Filipe was just going to go, okay, I'm going to start rotating, I'm going to take the air, gets the smooth air rev, and just not even a moment where you thought he wasn't going to make it, but this opening maneuver there, super critical. Just, the whole tail of the board comes free, but does it with so much control. You know, it never really looks like he's going to fall off. So, you know, a great opening ride for Filipe, and he's setting the tone.
Yeah, well, do you think that this wave, potential 5, right? Compared to what we've seen out there, I mean, this was a mid-sized wave. That would look like a 5 to me, but he probably surfed it up to almost a 7.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they're going to have to leave some space, aren't they?
I would think.
Essa onda aí é basicamente o Filipe Toledo mora aí, entendeu?
Well, not Filipe
Essa onda
specifically,
é
but what he has the
absurda.
potential to do. I mean, look at that. That's a flared out air reverse. I mean, small section, no worries. Made it super clean. I mean, all of the elements that you have to have in an aerial to pull off, he just did that.
Yeah.
Ethan Ewing off the bottom again.
Ethan Ewing também
Rail
surfou
control
muito,
through the
velho.
entirety of
Isso
the
que ele tava
car.
machucado.
Aggressive snap there, little punch on the
Falaram
end
que
for
ele ia
Ewing.
surfar, que ia
Snaps
ser
there,
Final
quickly
Four.
matching Filipe
O
Toledo's
moleque
speed so
surfou e
far.
destruiu, tá?
Re-entry for the finish, so we'll see what the difference is when we look at the scores.
Eliminou o João Chumbinho, mas não era
surfers.
muita
Filipe had the air
surpresa.
at the end, Rich,
Já era bem
and
esperado.
more traditional approach by Ethan Ewing for his finish.
Yeah, I would agree. You know, and I think that again, when you look about our criteria, right, the elements of the criteria stay throughout the entire every event we have on tour. You know, when you look at this style, that's the speed powerful of the combination of major maneuvers. He did that, whereas Filipe had the
Não
major
achei que a
maneuver,
nota dele
had to
mereceu
cut back,
mais,
cut
tá?
back, and finish with a big major maneuver. Whereas we saw those 3 turns right there connected in one string, bottom to top, bottom to top. Look at his compression out of his bottom turn.
Pra
and
mim,
the
esse
torque he has on the top. He
7,33
gets
dele
himself
foi
laid
muito
out almost
alto.
horizontally across the lip.
Comparado ao
It
7
extends, it
do-
goes up and through it,
do
keeps the
Filipe.
speed so well. See how he just does a slight little fade here and then just lays into this one. And again, carving through the lip is just so special that he brings the little tweak you had mentioned. He brought that as a little extra element. And then straight into another turn, you know, and carrying the speed so well because every turn
fazer
is
isso é mó
major.
difícil, né,
And
mano?
again, feels like this could be slightly
Não,
under
porque eu
the
não sei
7, but
surfar, então,
ultimately it
tipo,
matched it in this exchange in my eyes.
Pra mim é
Every turn is
impossível
major,
isso.
and again, a reminder, Ethan has a broken back. Filipe Toledo, wave number 2 in this title match. Razor sharp on the first carve. Don't pump off the bottom, throws it out there,
Valeu
stomps it
nove,
into the
então.
flats, stands up. Right on the back reel, quickly, Rich, talk us
Uma
through this.
batida muito
this first
forte,
opening
mas mano, o
carve
aéreo
to,
dele não
like,
dá, velho.
it's just sizzling, you know, he's just turbo boost through that, and then just
Cara,
throws
cai
the giant air
certinho.
reverse, full rotation, and whenever you see Filipe stand tall like that, you know he's absolutely stoked in it. But this
Oh,
opening carve, look at the
quanto de água que ele
extension of the
joga pra
upper body,
cima,
gets the
mano.
wings right
Absurdo.
out. That the upper body just leading the lower body, gets centered again, pumping down the line, hits the lip absolutely perfectly, already starting the rotation as he launches. And yeah, well, it was just about a 360-degree
Bravo.
rotation. It was probably
Filipe é
about
muito
340,
bravo, mano.
but incredible maneuvers.
Mas ó, as baterias
Yeah, and standing
são duas, são a melhor de 3, né? Então foram 2 baterias. Mano, é um paradoxo. Essa foi altíssima e a outra foi muito baixa.
proud for the finish, Filipe Toledo. Ewing behind him.
A outra com 19 minutos e 45 por surfar. O Filipe tinha aquela nota 9, que não somaram ali ainda. E o Ethan Ewing tinha 7,33 e vai pegar a segunda onda.
With a fierce first carve, comes around this corner. Layback, power hack. And what? How is this exchange once again, Peter Mel?
Mas essa não mostrou a nota, né?
How can you not enjoy this? I mean, literally, that's what we are here for. And these two are going head-to-head, battling it out, and that was awesome.
Ethan Ewing on the rail.
How cooking is the waves. It just has smoothed out, and it's just butter, and these guys are going ballistic. That was a beautiful two-turn combo. I mean, there was progression in that style of move for Ethan Ewing, especially at the closeout where he picks that. As we see, this is the judge's angle here, but look at this underneath turn. Just, again, giggles coming flying out of me. How could you not?
Fins skipping out on that first turn, so powerful from Ethan Ewing. So we're waiting for how this exchange turns out. We get to analyze this now, Rich, in slow motion.
Just, gets those fins free, just gets all that release at the fourth quarter of the turn. And again, this is the one where he goes to the layback.
O pessoal deu meio a mais pro Filipe Toledo naquele aéreo e deu 0,33 a mais pro Ethan Ewing naquela primeira nota. Então, 0,17 de diferença até agora.
Back hack, just jamming it around that pivot point. The tail of the board's pointing towards the beach at that stage, and then he somehow just wrangles it around, back under his feet again. Okay, now let's put a critical eye on this.
It's title match, heat number 1 between Filipe Toledo, Ethan Ewing. Here we go with Toledo. Winds up off the bottom. On fire on the rail, on fire in the air. Toledo one more time. And incomplete. That's not going to change the situation. Peter Mel, Ethan Ewing, and Filipe Toledo.
Yeah, like healthy. He
5-8-3 mesmo ele caindo, né?
15-8-3, so not a lot in it. But, these lads are just laying down some huge numbers and really pushing each other, which is great.
Talk to me about endurance and fatigue, because this was Ethan surfed 13 waves, right? This is only Filipe Toledo's 4th wave with Toledo. Again, lots of control on the rail of the sharp eye. Throws it up, puts it down, spins it around, and he's got more. Skips that section, but powerful slash.
Little bigger wave here for Filipe.
8,97. A somatória dele tava absurda de alta já.
Maneuver to start things off.
Pô, ele tava com 17,97 de somatória.
Filipe, now he gets that progressive turn. Big out of the lip rotation, bringing it down the line, and then a layback hack to finish off, and then the flex.
Wow, again, comparison-wise, I mean, they're different styles of waves, but I mean, the progressive element from Filipe on the outside section, the beautiful arcing carve, but that wave was kind of turned out the channel a little bit, so it wasn't as steep on the face as we saw from Ethan Ewing, but this turn here, just beautiful, up and over, the nose pick, and he comes out so clean. It's like, you get your board off balance, no worries for him. His footwork.
Mano, a facilidade que esses caras viram a prancha pra frente e pra trás é um absurdo.
Readjusting his feet before he'd actually even set the line back on the board again, and that's just, it's instinctual for him.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can really practice too much.
Jump rope, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So, Rich, I was talking about, the endurance and fatigue that may be happening with Ethan Ewing at this moment. He's ridden 14 waves so far today. Talk about the slash here. Ethan Ewing
tentar diminuir o estrago também.
Ethan's ride again.
8,73.
It's so much variety, Pete.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, again, back out to the carve, the release comes out of it, no worries, into another beautiful section, little a different angle in the approach, and again, a big layback snap to finish, and somehow was able to climb that whitewater. High and low thrown out, they average the next 3 together, and it is a match. I mean, easily could say, hey, Ethan Ewing has been, could be almost winning this heat, but I mean, it's literally separated by a half a point.
Yeah, there's nothing in it. But look at the totals, they're huge.
Those half a points, Rich, sneak up on you, because look at the need for Ethan Ewing. Filipe Toledo with priority is going to let Ethan Ewing go. Ethan needs a 9.24. Double E. Big slash there. No section to follow.
There's
a 1.5 difference for Filipe over Ethan Ewing, but that's it. We're all invested in this because we love good surfing and we love the comparisons that are happening. That was weird.
Yeah, he just closed it out.
Okay, got it.
There you go. So he had a priority. He had the lead. He just closed the lead. So for both surfers going excellent in this one.
It's epic. That is what we are here for in the title match, to see
this
style
segunda bateria.
surfing, and we still get to see another heat.
Ó, pra quem não sabe, o Filipe Toledo usa o número 77 em homenagem ao Basílio, que é o título do Corinthians de 77, quando acabou a seca.
Filipe Toledo with a chance to go back-to-back with his world titles. He won the first battle, and we were talking about 8s and 9s throughout that entire matchup.
I love the moment where Griffin and Ethan paddled out.
Tava cheio, mas nem se compara com o Saquarema. E agora eu vou falar, ó, que eu falei da bateria. Vocês separaram? Aquela com 19,45, eles tinham duas ondas já. Essa aqui é com 16, faltando 16,33 para acabar. Pegou a primeira onda no valor de 0,37.
The crowd up there was so vocal and it was so cool. They just went absolutely nuts. And I even asked Griffin, I was like, how did you block everyone out? Like, for me personally, I would have melted. That infamous seaweed monster out there just grabbed him. But
that might free him up without priority. He's one of the most dangerous on tour. Toledo now, springy little foam climb. Sets that rail, full roundhouse with the rebound. Back out in the open face for a big hook.
Tem que trabalhar muito essa onda para arrancar alguma coisa.
Loves the punt. Tail whip reverse and
tem que trabalhar muito para arrancar alguma coisa essa onda.
That final maneuver was really nice. You can see just gliding into it here. Comes around this
onda
first section.
Cada setor tá fechando.
And then the big wrapping roundhouse gets
Passava
nice and high
fechar,
on the rebound. Out on the open face
a onda
again.
realmente não era boa.
Right here, we knew his intention. It was always going to go to the
Esse
air.
5 ele produziu, a onda não tinha potencial para um
360 rotation there.
That would have been anyone's highlight on Instagram, and he was just like, yeah, I'll throw this one away.
Qualquer outro surfista tiraria 4,5, 3, 4
to me, it looked
nessa
like
onda.
he was just getting the legs
Porque
moving.
não conseguiria produzir o que ele produziu.
The nerves. This is a point where
Essa era no final
he's
muito
one
bom.
up, and so a lot of emotion builds up, the pressure builds up. But the way these guys are surfing right now, yeah, I doubt this vibe's even going to play it.
Look out.
Filipe setting up to the left now, free to roam under
Primeira
priority, coming
esquerda.
off a 517, looks like he wants to ramp up on the left. Throws just a quiet little reverse. Really didn't want to land that, he just threw
Não
that
tinha
one away.
confiança para
A
voar.
completely different story here in match number 2. Wave stop to kick it off. But here's Filipe Toledo in motion. So cool on that wrapping cutback. How connected he is.
Sair em pé foi
Such a
mais
sharp
difícil.
blade on that wrapping cutback. No mistakes through that carving work. Another look here to see what he accomplished, Mick.
Yeah, it was sort of, Ethan had a look at it and then pulled back, but it had like a lot of ribs in the face, but Filipe just goes through them with sharp knives. It was a solid wave. In the context of where the heat is at right now with 9 minutes, like it might not be the biggest score on of the day, but it's a solid backup. Now he's into the 11-point range, and Ethan's going to need 2 waves.
As we see him shut it down, so looking to get another score with his 517. Ethan Ewing has to get started. He loves that controlled carve to tail release.
O Ethan Ewing pegou a primeira onda dele faltando 9 minutos para acabar a bateria.
Controls it on the second one and hops out.
E foi 4
But love the
pontos
different
apenas.
variety that he puts on those carves. Ones where he just lets go of all of his speed, and
Baterias
some where he
muito
keeps
baixas.
it into a second maneuver and a combination.
Para uma
It feels
final,
like he
então.
can just be really spontaneous with that decision. What'd you see here, Mick?
Yeah, look, it was nice. He sort of knows he has to get going, and I would have loved to have seen him finish this way.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest.
agree.
Just to put a score on the board.
5:30 to go. Important moment for Ethan Ewing. Trying to force a third matchup. Flowing down the line. Snaps over the roof. Out in front. Fin ditch on that one. Let's see him finish this one out. Ewing stays on his feet.
He came from behind in a lot of the maneuvers here. So watch this first turn, projects up and over this bone
Tira esse
section, starts to
7,70,
accelerate,
pensando, vai
comes from
adiantar, vai dar para
behind,
fazer alguma coisa.
drifting snap, and again, sort of a
E o
tail
final
drift
dele.
snap, getting the fins free, and then a third one. So I think it was perhaps on that last one, or second to last one, is
Ele
where
já
that
cai
board's made the
avisando que quebrou
buckle.
a prancha dele, mano. Ele caiu.
So much torque in between the 2 feet there. It's a real pressure point.
Look at the size of the kid.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
got some thighs on him.
Are you kidding
Ó,
me?
já
That was
sabia que
radical.
quebrou
Yeah,
ali.
trying
Ó.
to pick the turn that actually caused the crease. And there could have been a little quiet buckle in it from a heat before.
Right there, you could see the flex. You could see the board flex there. And, you know, at this level, these guys can feel it go underneath their feet. And really, you know, if he tried to ride this board.
Looks like he's feeling a crease on his board. Throwing the wrap in the pocket is Toledo. One of the fastest guys on the planet is going to shut this one down again.
There it is.
Melhor surfista do mundo.
Letting out the roar, looking at his family on the beach. His wife's there, saw his dad. I think every Toledo came from Ubatuba. And while Ewing was changing out his board, Filipe did this, Mick.
Yeah, look, this turn here, he's like, look at that.
Stabs it.
So much torque in those. Like, he just whips it so hard. He's got this rotation that's...
The change of direction is so acute here.
Olha, falar, foi chaleira que ele foi
Right there,
campeão.
just laying that back arm into it. That's allowing him to pivot so tightly. And then straight back up into the lip again. Expression and flair too in the upper body.
The best of variety on tour. Go to a third deciding heat just for surf fans down here on the beach and all over the globe. These two have been unstoppable today. Ewing, he's up now. Quick whip there. Whitewater, Ewing still chasing a 6.6, and the Brazilians are starting to celebrate.
He's been brilliant from start to finish. You know, he's had the wins, and it looks like he's going to be crowned world champion again.
In back-to-back seasons, Filipe Toledo is your world champion. World number 1, completing his year from start to finish. Lights out in the first heat with the
Campeão do mundo, Filipe Toledo.
Best performance surfing we've seen
Muito merecido.
Just such a well-deserved.
E a torcida dos Estados Unidos foi lá para assistir o Griffin. O Griffin caiu pro Ethan Ewing. E aí eles ficaram tendo que torcer pelo Filipe Toledo.
Champion in back-to-back years. This is the era of Filipe Toledo. The title stays in Brazil, and hats off to Ethan Ewing against all odds just to be here. Turns in his best year to date. So impressed, man.